Okay, so place work with Mr. Copper. What place work is we're going to use a targeted area. So a dog bed, a blanket in the corner of a room, something. Every time he stands up, I'm going to walk into him. Once his butt hits the ground, I release that pressure. And I've got a bag of cat food right here tempting him. How rude, huh? And so what we're doing is we're teaching him how to relax by being told to relax. Place. Place. Scraggly muffin. And he's okay to mess with his face. He's not getting it off. So what place is it's the start to off-leash, long-distance stays, pretty much. Also, giving a dog time to relax and spend time with us, but in a calm way. So instead of rewarding all of this crazy hyperactivity, good. Took one step forward, and he automatically moved back. Dominance moves forward, submission moves back and down. 1.5 steps forward, right? So he'll start calm and calm and calm. This is something I do when I'm cooking, when I'm doing household chores, when we're watching a TV show, anything to get him to be calm as much as possible. That's our goal for the next little while. Calm as possible. That's the only thing we're going to reward. It's the only thing we're going to practice with him, really, is bringing back that good puppy, that good drive. Pretty much what it means is that everything on the floor is hot lava. It's mine. You're not allowed to touch it until I invite you off. So really, we're only using yielding and spatial pressure, which is very dog communication related, to keep him in a spot. Then I'll start to add in that place and that stay when he gets it down pat. Now, puppies are super, super persistent. You just have to be as consistent as they're persistent. The hardest thing for this puppy to do, any puppy, but him in particular, is to hold still. So what are we going to practice a crap ton of? Getting him to hold still. This is something that he needs to make as a skill instead of being such a scatterbrain and looking for something to get into trouble with. And you can tell that's kind of where his brain wants to go. He's practicing impulse control, which is doing what I want him to do, which is staying in place. But his mind is still somewhere else. What's going to happen is when we get home, the more we practice this and build up habits, his mind is going to be on you instead of everything around you. Dogs lead with their head, so if his head's starting to move forward, his body's going to start to move forward. So I want you to move forward too. Very good. You can back tie him as well. If you're cooking and you don't have time to sit here and manage him necessarily particularly a whole lot, back tie him so that he doesn't have the opportunity to come off. Setting him up for success by not giving him that opportunity to fail, but he's also practicing good behaviors, which is watching and observing. And you can see just one big stomp, one verbal correction, and he starts to calm down. Usually it takes him about 15 minutes of leash work or place work to get him to calm down, which is a lot for a puppy his age. So he's been highly overstimulated, but he's doing really, really good. Working through anxiety, working through insecurities, building up respect and confidence. He thought about that one. Self-correction, very good. When I go to take him off, I'm going to give him attention on. You can see I'm touching his face. I don't want his mouth to ever touch you, which is why we have the Halti on. The Halti's loose. He could bite and eat and whatever he wanted to right now, but it goes over a natural pressure point over the bridge of the nose that instantly creates calm. And how we use it is, one, if he starts to mouth, we can pull up, which shuts his mouth, and then release when he stops mouthing. Very gentle correction, because he's super sensitive, but he's also very pushy, and I don't want you guys to have to be over-correcting him when we can correct him meaningfully, very gently. And so here I'll give him lots of attention. You can see it's calm attention. You get what you pet. You also get what energy you give off. I want him to